Kabanata 29, Asleep. I don't know what was it about that day. Is it my family and financial problems, my anger, or everything piled up little by little? Naging malabo ang pandinig ko sa lahat ng mga sinabi pa ni Snow. She was smiling with whatever topic it was all about but distracted with her friend who came to our table. I took that opportunity to swiftly get out of their crowd and in trembling knees, I went straight to the grand carpeted staircase. Kahit pa may ilang gusto may pag-usap at mga taong kakilala ko ang tumawag, I acted as if I didn't hear a thing just so I could climb up the next floor to where Jackson is. My mind is going blank. Maraming tao sa pangalawang palapag. I was greeted with a large wall of mirror that reflected my look for tonight. I am wearing a black and lightly printed short sweetheart dress with a Valentino strap and studded sandals. Hi Amber, long time no see. Remember me? Jim. A man in a blue stripe dared to say. Dahil hindi ako interesado, hindi na ako nag-abala pang lumingon sa kanya nang biglaan siyang natabunan ng ilan pang mga tao. He was calling me but I left him, concentrating on my walk towards the railings where I first saw Jackson. I gritted my teeth when I realized that he was not there anymore. The model he was with, Canary is it, was there with the girl that crowded him a while ago. Nag-aalab ang mga mata ko nang tinitigan ang pag-uusap ng dalawa. Mas lalo pa nang napansin ang madalas na pasada noong modelo sa karamihan, tila may hinahanap at mukhang alam ko kung sino. Darkness consumed me more. It was like a wildfire eating up my sanity. Naguunahan ang mga hinanakit sa utak ko habang naglalakad patungo sa karamihan. May hinahanap. I know the rules of relationships. Kahit pa may anak kami, hindi ko siya boyfriend at wala akong karapatang pangunahan siya sa kahit ano. I told him that I didn't want him around me or pursuing me. Everything was sensible, all right. But my darkness isn't really known for being sensible. It's famous for being impulsive, angry, bitter, aggressive, and insane. This is why I kept it so well for years. Nagpupuyos ang damdamin ko. Mas lalo pang bumilis ang paghinga ko sa iritasyon nang nakitang wala ring si Jack sa grupo na tinititigan noong modelo kanina. My anger doubled when I thought of him leaving this place to get cozy with someone. How dare him? How dare him say that he wants me? How dare him pursue me every day even after I told him I didn't want him? How dare him show up today with someone else? How fucking dare him? It was an ugly and raw feeling, para akong mananampal ng kung sino mang bigla ang haharang sa akin kahit pa gustong magpakilala o kahit pa kakilala na. Pray that nobody would stop me from my fast walk towards the corner of this place. My erratic breathing is now very visible. Sa pagkakahagip ng tingin ko sa sarili sa malaking salamin, kitang-kita ko ang pagkakadipinan ng collarbones at dibdib dahil sa mabibilis na angat ng paghinga. I don't care if it's not sensible to be mad at him even when I'm not his girlfriend. I don't fucking care if he tells me na binastad ko na naman siya kaya bet ako magagalit. Bet ako magagalit? Fuck you! I have all the fucking right. If there is a woman who can hold you Jackson Riego in her fingers, then that's me. You are at my fucking mercy, so don't you fucking dare! Init na ang mukha ko at maging ang mga braso ko. There were men who called, but it was very hard to catch up to my swift walking. I swerved to the left when I confirmed that he wasn't on the other crowd. Each passing second, I am boiling a bit hotter. Dumiretso ako sa railing at pinasadahan ng tingin ang sumasayaw ng mga tao sa baba. Naglakad ako pabalik sa kung nasaan iyong babae niya. Nakita kong wala na iyon doon, kahit ang kasama nito. I glared back at the crowd and saw her there with the girl she's with. Ang kausap niyang lalaki, nakatitig sa akin. He even raised a glass at me. Umamba itong lalapit. Nagtiimbagang ako. Tinatanggap na ang pagkabigong mahanap si Jax. For the last time, I surveyed the first floor's dance floor. Mas mabilis kasing makita kung galing dito ka manonood kaysa sa susugurin ko siya sa baba at isa-isa kong titignan kung sino ang sumasayaw. In a heavy and angry sigh, I turned and accepted that I won't see him here. I turned to give a last look to his model girl, but instead of seeing their crowd, iba ang nakita ko. His brows shot up and his playful eyes were directed at me. His lips twisted in an obvious attempt to hide a smile. At first, isang kamay niya pa lang ang nakahawak sa railing. His right hand was glued on the railing just near the small of my back. Parang bulkang sasabog ang galit ko, pero nang nakita siyang halos tabunan lahat ng tanawin ko, napaatras ako ng konti. My back bumped into the railings and then he crouched so our eyes would level, making his other hand hold on to the railing, locking me in place. My knees wobbled but I made sure I didn't look weak. The unmistakable arrogance in his eyes made me more defiant, breaking every little broken pieces of the urn that kept my dark soul for years. Sometimes it made me angrier when I felt like a little candy thief caught by the police officer. It didn't help that I probably looked guilty. My anger made my eyes well up with angry tears, at nasisiguro kong hindi iyon ang ipinapakita kundi ang mga mata lang na galit dahil nahuli siya. Bumaba ang tingin niya sa katawan ko. His lips twitched and twisted. When his eyes drifted on mine again, he then pouted. "Looking for someone?" he said in a low, husky voice. Without thinking twice, I blurted out something that would save my ego. "I'm looking for a hookup, kaya pwede tumabi ka? You're blocking my view." I spat icily. His head tilted. I saw his jaw move dramatically slow as his dagger eyes looked at me. His grip on the railings tightened. I saw his veins protruded a bit as he closed the little distance between us. His frustrated image was so satisfying, but my darkness did not even lift a finger with the words I just fired. "Is that so?" "Yes, it is. So, care to move, Jackson?" Iritado kong sinabi, ayaw siyang hawakan dahil nanggigigil na ako. "Well, guess what? You're not allowed." Parang kinakalabit ang kadiliman ko sa sinabi niya. It echoed in my mind until I erupted. "How dare you tell me that, you arrogant bastard? Kung kanina nabawasan ang momentum ko dahil hindi ko siya agad nakita, well now he really knows how to make me so high with it again, huh?" "Really?" I glared at him, prepared to fire. He only looked at me with the same angry eyes, not faced with whatever darkness I'm giving him. It was a massive volcano eruption in all continents for me. Hindi ako kailanman nanggigil sa galit ng ganito. Hindi ko na maalala kung naging ganito ba ako kagalit noon kahit noong naging kami. Kahit pa kay Mami, hindi ko naramdaman ang matinding puot na ito. It scared me but there was no way out as of the moment. "You have no right to tell me what I should do. Why don't you mind your fucking business?" I saw his eyes dilate a bit with my profanity. "Tutal, kanina ka pa naman may kasama rito." "I was alone when I went here." "Shut up!" I screeched. Hindi na ako mapakali sa iritasyon at tindi ng galit. Para ako ang sinisilaban habang siya kalmadong-kalmado sa harapan ko, naninimbang sa akin. "I saw you, and I know the girl you're with. Canary, is it? Nireto ni Snow, di ba? Ano, maganda ba? Masaya ba, Jax?" Tuloy-tuloy kong sinabi habang titig na titig siya sa akin. "Ayan ba ang napili mo sa lahat ng nireto nila? You were supported by your brother and cousins. Then go for it. Stop wasting your time here in front of me. Go to your girl now." "I have no girlfriend." "Eh di sa fubu mo or whatever you call your whore." Mas lalong kumunot ang noon niya. Bumaba ang tingin niya sa labi ko habang tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang sinasabi ko. "Leave me alone cause I wanna find mine too. Doon ka na." Sinubukan ko makawala. Inakala ko pang makakawala talaga ako pero parang spring na napabalik ako sa kinatatayuan ko kanina. He didn't even move an inch for me. "What the hell? I told you! Go to your girl! What the hell are you waiting for?" "Is that how you want it now? Hookups?" Malalim ang gamit na boses niya. He completely ignored whatever I told him about his girl. Uminit ang pisngi ko sa galit at iba pang damdamin. My unwilling eyes drifted on his lips when he licked in a somehow outrageously hot and bothering manner. Pilit kong binalik ang mga mata ko sa mata niya at prinoseso ang huling sinabi. I will not be faced by his looks or his actions. "Why? Do you wanna hook up with me? Tired of that girl? Paulit-ulit ba? Oh," I smirked evilly. "May hindi ka makalimutan." He stared at me seriously. The pain in his eyes fed me with more confidence and anger. Ngayon, nakita kong may reaksyon siya. Mas lalo ko siyang inatake sa parting iyon. "Can't forget our lazy afternoon on that beach? I didn't even give you some actions yet because it was my first time, Jax." Marahan kong sinabi, hitting him where it hurts the most. His grip on the railing grew tighter at mas lalo pang lumapit sa akin. The intensity of his gaze and our distance is suffocating me. Imbis na mas asarin pa siya, nahihirapan tuloy akong panatilihin ang confidence na nabuo ko. You're thinking now that I have experience. I can do better than that. Paano pa kaya no? Kung di mo na nga ako makalimutan when I was then your little submissive 18, paano pa ngayon? So you wanna hook up with me for that? To see what change? Nag-iwas siya ng tingin. His jaw clenched. Mas nadipina pa lalo dahil sa anino ng lumatag na stubble sa panga. You want it, Jax? Asar ko para tuluyan na siyang manghina at umatras. Umangat ang tingin niya sa akin. His bloodshot eyes glared at me with unsaid violence. Bumaba ulit ang mata niya sa aking labi bago siya nagsalita. If you were courting me for it and not mocking me, busted ka rin sa akin. Natahimik ako roon. My breathing slowed down in a dramatic way. Parang unti-unting na mauulit ang galit ko. I'm not up for hook-up. I want a serious relationship with you. You damn bastard, how could my heart leap for those ugly lies? Well, kung ayaw mo, let me fucking go. Nanginig ang boses ko. I'll take your hook-up offer then, in one condition. You've got to be kidding me. I am not serious with my offer to him. Ang bastos-bastos ng lalaking to. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin nagbabago. I know he's a notorious playboy when we got into a relationship. Kaya nga ang dali sa aking hindi magtiwala sa lahat ng sinabi niya eh. Cause I know his history. I have friends who were playboys, but something about Jax told me that he just isn't the usual modern-day playboy. He fucks mercilessly and make girls fall so hard in love. He's got that kind of vibe and that's more ruthless and dangerous than all my playboy friends. And what is it? I wanna meet your son, he said. Nanlaki ang mga mata ko. Sabay-sabay lahat na nararamdaman ko pero hindi isa roon ang takot. Galit. Galit. At galit lamang iyon. How dare he speaks about my son in this kind of situation? How dare he speaks the name of my son just minutes after he spoke with that girl? How dare him? Para saan pa? Mas grabing sigaw iyon. Hindi siya nagsalita. Nag-iwas siya ng tingin. Kitang-kita ko ang sakit, bigo, frustration sa kanyang itsura pero baliwala iyon sa nararamdaman ko ngayon. I have become insensitive with anyone's feeling. I only thought of mine and I know it's okay because it's about Jack. How dare you mention my son here? Umalis ka sa harapan ko! I pushed him. He budged a bit but he stayed that way. His piercing eyes turned to me again, bloodshot and heavy with pain. If you want a casual relationship, I want a serious one. Ipakilala mo ako sa anak mo. Namamangha ako sa galit habang tinititigan siya. Seryoso ba siya sa sinasabi niya? Walang kinalaman ng anak ko rito. Mariin kong sinabi. You asked me what condition I'd want so we could hook up. I'm telling you, I want to meet with your son. For what? Nanghihina kong sinabi. Hindi siya nagsalita. His lips parted. Bumagsak ang mga mata niya sa sahig at tila ilang beses na inayos ang sarili. What were your conditions with your other girls so you could hook up? Or maybe this isn't your first time to hook up with someone who has a kid, Jax? Hindi pa rin siya nagsalita. Nanatili ang ayos niya. Whatever it is, huwag mo nang idamay ang anak ko. Pumunta ka na roon sa nireto ni Snow. Total, komportable ka naman sa babaeng yon dahil ilang beses na kayong magka-date, di ba? He remained weak. Let me fucking go now and stop talking about Jack like you're interested with him. You're only interested with hectic sex life. His eyes narrowed and drifted on me. Tuloy-tuloy ang sinabi ko pero sa huli, natanto ko kung ano ang nagawa ko o ano ang nakakuha ng atensyon niya. At this moment, wala na akong pakialam. The evil claimed the throne and there is ultimate darkness in my head. What's his name? He demanded. Jack! I said. His eyes remained narrowed. Tinulak ko siya at bahagya na siyang napaatras ngayon. Yes, you fucking bastard! Mababae ka roon ng maraming-marami hanggang sa malaman ng anak mo ang ginagawa mo. Nakawala ako. He was caught completely off guard that he weakened so much. I got out of his arms and managed a few steps when I went back to that position dahil sa paghigit niya sa braso ko. Don't you fuck with me! What did you say? He said in a chilly voice. Nilingon ko siya. Parang kumalat ang lamig sa aking damdamin nang na-realize kung ano ang sinabi ko. Pilit kong sinabi sa sarili ko na hindi ko naman inililihim sa kanya, kaya ayos lang na sabihin ko iyon, pero bakit parang guilty ako? Lalo pa dahil sa titig niya. Bitiwan mo ako at uuwi na ako! Tanging panlaban ko. His jaw clenched repeatedly. Ano yung sinabi mo, Amber? Yes, I told you! So let me go and I'll tell Jack, your son, how fucked up you are! Mas lalo siyang nalito. Kinabahan ako at mas lalo pang nagalit nang natantong hindi siya naniniwala. Tinulak ko siya. I braced for a strong Jackson but I didn't know he was weakened more by the minute. Kaya matagumpay ko siyang naitulak at matagumpay din akong tumakbo palayo roon. I heard some calls from people pero hindi ko na sila nilingon. Dire-diretso ang takbo ko. Tinakbo ko rin ang dance floor at hinayaan na sina Snow o kahit si Harper at Philly. Wala na akong pakialam o oras na magpaalam pa sa kanila. All I want now is to get away from Jax. If he doesn't believe me or he couldn't take it, well, whatever. Nahanap ko ang sasakyan ko at mabilis na pinaandar iyon. Pinaharurot ko agad sa parking lot pa lang. Pero mas lalo lang akong kinabahan nang nakita sa side mirror ang kalilikulang ding itim na Jaguar sa likod. It was, with no doubt, Jax. My heart boomed. He sped up. Hindi niya iyon madalas ginagawa kapag sumusunod sa akin. Pero sa lahat ng pagkakataong sumunod siya, ngayon ang pinakaayaw ko. I sped up more going to 80 and 100 when I was in a highway with no traffic because it's already very late. He sped up too. Cold sweat trickled on my forehead when I realized that he's driving a luxurious fast car. Walang panama ang sasakyan ko ngayon kaya kahit anong bilis ng takbo ko, alam ko maabutan niya ako. With narrow eyes, I stepped on the gas more. He then slowed down for some reason. Natabunan siya ng maraming sasakyan. Mas lalo siyang bumagal. Bahagya pa akong nagulat at natakot nang nakitang may itim na sasakyan sa likod na mabilis ang takbo. I thought it was him so I stepped on the gas again, going to 120 km per hour or more. I sighed when I realized that he's gone. Unti-unti kong binagalan ng takbo ko pero nanatili ang mga mata ko sa side mirror. Baka sakaling bigla niya na naman akong habulin. When my driving was down to 80, and then 60, and then 40, the tires screeched when I forced a stop because of the black fancy Jaguar in a sudden turn in front of me. Sobra akong kinabahan pero hindi nakataka sa akin ang galing niya sa pagmamaneho. It was a fast drift of him but he managed to pull himself a bit to give space for any error from me. Napasinghap ako, hindi pa makapaniwala sa nangyari. The black speedy cars a while ago were suddenly beside my Honda. Wala pang segundo sa pagkakatigil, lumabas si Jackson sa kanyang sasakyan. Gulat pa ako at nakatitig pa sa manibela, nanginginig pa ang mga kamay. One swift move and Jackson opened the door. He was breathing heavily. Halata ang kanyang pagpupuyo sa loob habang ako unti-unti nang nawawala at kumakalma. Get out of your car or I'll drag you out of it, his strained voice announced. I surveyed the other black cars near us. I even saw a police nearby. I was busy watching everything around when Jax carried me out of there. Jackson, what the hell are you doing? Sigaw ko nang sinikop niya ako at mabilis na naglakad patungo sa kanyang sasakyan. He eyed some men darkly and with just that, some of them went to my car. Binalingan ko ang aking sasakyan pero huli na dahil ipinasok niya na ako sa shotgun seat ng kanya at mabilis na inayos ang seatbelt. Help! Police officer! Please! Sabi ko nang nakita ulit iyong pulis na radyo. When Jackson turned to see the police, I heard the police say, Naayos na po, Engineer Riego, the police said on the radio before Jax pushed the door closed. Umikot siya at bago ko pa matanggal ang medyo mahirap tanggalin na seatbelt na to, nasa gilid ko na siya. Pinapaandar na ang sasakyan. Hey! My Honda! Jax, ano ba? Iritado kong sinabi. Shut up, Amber! You almost killed yourself for trying to get away when you know you can't. Iritado niya ring sabog, pulang-pula at inis na inis. Tumahimik ako. Isang sapak ang ginawa niya sa kanyang manibela. And you geniusly chose a time to run away when you were sure I'd fucking do a chase down? Mag-uusap tayong dalawa. Sandali lang! Yung sasakyan ko! Wala akong pakialam sa sasakyan mo at harapin mo ako ngayon. Don't you fucking try changing the subject on me now! Kinagat ko ang labi ko. The anger I just felt a while ago is magically gone. I say the darkness got dissolved or something. Or maybe not. Did the angel Amber buy a new urn? I don't know. Maybe she did. I hope it's high quality now. Nagulat ako nang sa isang iglap nasa basement na kami ng parking lot sa tower ni Nikolai. His forceful brake made me jump. Ramdam ko pa rin ang galit niya, lalo pa nang mabilis niyang inalis ang seatbelts, lumabas at binuksan ang pintuan ko. Madilim ang kanyang tingin kaya mas lalo akong nagdalawang isip na lumabas. Kahit natanggal na ang seatbelts ko, nanatili ako sa loob ng kanyang sasakyan. "I'll make damn sure you won't do that stunt on me again," he said. "Get out of the car and let's talk about something." Kinabahan ako. Hindi ko ito nililihim pero hindi ko talaga maintindihan para saan ang kaba. Unti-unti akong umalis sa sasakyan. Inayos ko ang damit ko. The sweetheart top is falling a bit so I corrected it. I saw his eyes drifted on my hand but he hastily glared at me again. Tumikim ako. Hindi ako makapaniwalang pagkatapos ng matinding galit ko, medyo kalmado naman ako ngayon. "Answer me properly." His bloodshot eyes welled up, though I am not sure if I'm just imagining it. "What did you say? Answer me properly and honestly, Amber." Banta niya. Ngayon, mas lalo kong nakita ang namumuo sa kanyang mga mata. Kinagat ko ang labi ko. I sighed and nodded. Mas lalong kumunot ang noo niya sa tango ko. "Jack is our son. We lost our child years ago. Alam ko. I was there when the doctor said it. He was a trusted friend of my father. Hinding-hindi mababayaran ng mami mo ang paninindigan niya. What I had there was the..." His voice broke. Parang tinutusok ng punyal ang puso ko. Kalmado ako kanina. I felt so light. I almost think it was all just a passing joke. Inisip kong importante sa kanya ito pero hindi ko naisip na ganito ka-importante sa kanya, kahit ang nangyari noon. "Blood you lost. It was the only thing I had. The doctor gave me that because he said you don't want it. Kaya huwag mo akong lokohin ng ganito, Amber. This isn't a joke." Nagulat ako roon. I didn't know there was such a thing, or I didn't care that time because I'm too preoccupied with the situation. "I am not fooling you, Jax. The doctor just failed to notice another heartbeat. We had twins. I lost the twin but have Jack. It's true, nawalan nga tayo ng anak pero may isa pa. Sa Manila ko na, and you didn't tell me." Sobrang lamig at kalmado ng boses niya. Mas lalo pang nagpatakot sa akin. "I didn't, alright? Nagmamadali kaming umalis ni Mami. You have my number. You can always ask no too. Kael, it's easy to..." He couldn't finish it. "Wala na tayo. Break tayo pero anak natin yun. I have the right to know. At least have the decency to tell me." "I don't know, Jax. My mom." Hindi ko na natapos dahil sa pagbuhos ng mga luha ko. He punched the side of his car. Pagkatapos ay sinapo ng kanyang mga palad ang kanyang noo. Ilang sandali pa siyang nanatiling ganoon habang sumasandal sa kanyang sasakyan. Kinagat ko ang labi ko. "I'm sorry, Jax. I know now that it was wrong. Dapat sinabi ko sa'yo." Hindi siya nagsalita. Nanatili lang siya sa ganoong ayos. Suminghap ako at pinalis na ang mga luha. "I wanted you to meet. I want your forgiveness so it will be easier for you to meet." Nangihina niya akong binalingan. His eyes were red and wet with tears, but his expression was hard and ruthless. "Nung una nating pagkikita, bakit hindi mo agad sinabi?" "Galit ka sa akin. Ayokong..." "That's bullshit! If you wanted me to know, you have to set it on my face the first time we saw each other." "Humanap ako ng tiyempo, Jax." "When did you think was the right time? Our dinner? When I was blindly following you in your shoots? The silent moments in between our talks? Why didn't you..." He stopped. Hindi na ako nagsalita. Alam ko tama siya. But I also know that it was hard for me. All this time, I said I want Jack to be ready even when I know he'd been so ready for years. Ako talaga ang hindi handa. Ako ang naghahanap ng oras at tamang tiyempo. Para sa akin, hindi para sa anak ko. "Where is he? I'll meet him." "Jax, it's already late. Pwede ba ang bukas na lang?" Hindi siya makapaniwala sa sinabi ko. Kitang-kita sa titig na ipinukol niya sa akin ang pagpupumilit. Hindi siya papayag sa gusto kong mangyari at sigurado akong pipilitin niya ang gusto niya. He's asleep now. I don't want to disturb him. His lips were now in a grim line. Then, at least let me visit him while he's asleep. Pero Jax, I would never fucking step on that dirty old man's property, but if my son is there, Amber, hindi ako aalis dito hanggat hindi ko siya napupuntahan. Whether you like it or not, whether you allow it or not, he said and click-locked his car. I sighed heavily and stared at him for a few seconds. His jaw clenched again, clearly impatient. Bago pa siya makapagsalita ng kung ano, tumunog ang cellphone ko. His eyes glinted with anger as he followed my hand on my bag. He was annoyed that I can entertain this call while we're in a middle of something important. It was my mommy's number. Alam ko namang hindi ko na dapat to sinasagot na tawag dahil nandito na kami, but the fear of her wasting ₱1,000,000 made me shiver. It was such a petty reason, but it's actually not when I only have a few left in my account. Hello? Mama, it's Jack. Namilog ang mga mata ko. My heart is slowly gaining fast and loud beats as we speak. Nakatitig ako sa iritadong mga mata ng kanyang ama sa aking harap. I was asleep then, but I woke up and got thirsty. I found Lola and Dada Nikolai laughing and drinking wine in the patio. It's past 12. Hindi ka pa po ba uuwi? I can't sleep.